besties, welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and today I am going to be going book shopping at my local indie bookstore. Even though it's not really that local, I still have to drive a hot minute to get there. So I'm going to take you along for that, but my local indie bookstore does this thing where I can trade in my books and get store credit back. So I am doing a huge book unhaul today to kind of like get around my book buying ban, right? Because if I'm getting store credit, I'm not spending any money. So I'm gonna quickly go through all of the books I'm unhauling today. If you don't care about that, you can just skip ahead to me actually book shopping. I do have somewhat of an agenda, I guess you could say, while book shopping today, but I'll get into that later. So I have my tote bags. Hopefully 2 is enough, otherwise I'll grab another one. And let's go through these books and fill the bags. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I recently read this in one of my reading vlogs and did not like it at all, so I'm going to get rid of it. Hopefully someone who buys it will love it. Unsteady. I read this actually over a year ago and I enjoyed it overall, but I think I gave it like 3 stars. It's definitely not one that I'm going to really ever think about again, and I'm not going to reread it, so getting rid of that one as well. The Wedding Engagement. This is one that has been on my TBR for very, very long, and I just don't really see myself getting to it soon. And since I do have such an extensive physical TBR, about 150 books, it is really important to me to try and prioritize books that I'm actually going to pick up soon. And again, hopefully these books can find a home and someone who loves them. The Lord of the Rings book 2. This was actually my husband's book. He bought it at the, why am I blanking? The airport bookstore because he forgot his book at home, so he just bought this quick to read on the plane and read on our trip. And after he finished it, he was like, okay, I have my other copy, so like I don't need this one anymore. So he did very much love this, so we'll see if they accept it. And then this is The Carriage House. Oh my gosh, I've probably had this since I was like 12 years old. I've never read it. I don't know. I was really into like horror when I was a kid. I don't know why. I was so obsessed with it. So my dad bought this for me and I never read it. Sorry, Dad. These next 4 books are ones that I have not read, but I've had them on my TBR for a really long time, so I'm just getting rid of them at this point. Hopefully someone can appreciate them more than I do. The Jewel of the Isle, The Catch, The Royals Upstairs, and Take 2 Birdie Maxwell. Those are all romance books, and when I read the back of them, they just like don't really speak to me. It's not something I'm dying to read. So again, I am getting things off of my TBR that I am just not really thinking I'm gonna read anytime soon. Assistant to the Villain. I know this is a really, really popular, like kind of funny fantasy book. I did not like it whatsoever. And Just Our Luck. This is another romance book that I just did not enjoy reading. Scorched. This is the second book in a little duology. I read the first book and it was okay. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I just don't see myself reading the second book. The Unwanted Marriage. I got sent 2 copies of these, so obviously I don't need 2 copies, so I'll be giving this one away. Rules for Ruin. This is like a historical romance and I just don't love historical romances. I feel like I think I really like historical fiction that is, I don't know, like inspired by real life historical events, but when it's historical romance, there's just something about it that I don't love. The Murder House. Okay, this is another one my dad bought me when I was like 12 because again, I was obsessed with horror, so like he was definitely buying me things that he thought I would enjoy. I don't know why I never read them, honestly, because like I feel like I would have eaten them up, 12-year-old me. Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. This is supposed to be like a cozy mystery and I just don't see myself reading this one. Room Hate, The Truth According to Ember, Sunshine and Spice, Swept Away, and Everything I Never Told You. Once again, all of those just I read the back of them and they don't sound intriguing to me. However, this one does sound intriguing, but it's literally about being like lost, stranded at sea, and that's one of my biggest fears ever, so I feel like this one would just give me way too much anxiety, even though I'm obsessed with this cover and I do think it sounds cute, but it's like the whole premise of them literally being stuck at or lost in sea together No, 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 no. And then I have this duology. Oh gosh, I don't know what one's first, but the deer and the dragon, and then the fox and the falcon. These are, I want to say maybe like dystopian fantasies, and I have so many other fantasy books on my physical TBR. Since these ones I'm not as interested in as the rest of them, I will be giving them away. Lastly, I have Cheater and then the Dead Man's List. These are like romantic suspense. So those are all the books I am unhauling today, and we will see how much store credit I get for them. Hopefully enough for 2 books. I'm gonna say that. And I will probably see you in the car and go over my game plan. Okay, we just got brunch and now we're attempting to park, closer. And by we, I mean my husband. I am not driving. Park closer to the bookstore entrance.
This guy's gonna take it.
Just go. You're here first.
I know, but we're
back
gonna
out.
have to back out.
You have to be competitive in this parking lot because the place that we just went for brunch, crazy busy, literally all the time. I think they're only open on weekends, aren't they?
Later in the week and weekends, yeah.
Hopefully the bookstore is not too busy because I do want to film in there, and it's like a small little bookstore. I don't really know what book I'm looking for exactly. I mean, I definitely have a few in mind, like the new Lila Sage book. I mean, Alchemized. I seriously doubt they'll have those because this bookstore has a pretty small selection, and when they do get books in, they only have like 1 or 2 of the books. So I guess we'll see what they have, but I definitely have a few like in mind, or I could look for like a Christmassy book because I am trying to build up like my Christmas book TBR. I have 2 books already. I want to get a 3rd for sure, especially because I'm going to be filming a reading vlog in November or December of reading Christmassy books. So I need to get one more Christmassy book before then for sure. So if they don't really have anything else that's on my immediate radar, hopefully they'll have a Christmas book. But yeah, I'm not going in for like a specific book in mind, I guess. Like I do have some books in mind, but I don't like have to get one of those, if that makes sense. I don't know, but we're gonna go in, see how much store credit I get, and see what we walk out with, and then I'll show you. Okay, we are back from the bookstore. I have the goods just in my reusable tote bags that I brought all the books in. We were in there for a hot minute, but I didn't record a ton. Obviously, I showed you like the setup in there, and it is so cute. They've kind of not like remodeled, but reorganized a lot of their books lately, and it looks so good. And let me tell you, the book selection that they have has popped off. Like usually I feel like they never really had anything like, I don't know if popular is the right word. I feel they more so had a lot more obscure books than like the streamlined ones, you know, which there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's like I see a book on Book Talk and I want it, or like some of my favorite authors get really, really popular, so their books get really popular. So it's like I like having the option of the more popular books to buy from the indie bookstore, as well as like more obscure and niche titles. So it was really, really cute in there. They had such a great selection of just so many genres. I loved it. They are even doing blind dates with a book there now, and I'm just like, I love that. We were talking to one of the employees because we know her. She is the mom of one of our high school friends. So we have literally known this woman for years. She is so, so sweet. We always talk to her like about the books that we're reading, and my husband is getting into Dungeons and Dragons, so they were talking about that a lot today. So I didn't really film a ton in there because we were talking to her and just like chit-chatting, catching up a little bit. We saw her last weekend for an event, but we didn't like get to talk to her as much. So we were kind of talking about that today. It was just a really, really great time. Super great vibes in there. And yeah, I just wanted to explain why I wasn't really like walking around and like talking a lot, because trust me, I would have. Like, if you've watched my Barnes and Noble vlogs and stuff, you know that I will like talk to you about the books. But since we were literally talking to her while I was looking for books, I wasn't gonna like be recording and talking to myself when I'm trying to have a conversation with her. Like, that would just be rude. So I apologize, but it's super cute in there. If you live in Minnesota and are in the Alexandria area, definitely check out Cherry Street Books. It is like my childhood indie bookstore because it's been open for as long as I can remember, and it's the only indie bookstore somewhat near me. So that's just where I've always gone for an indie bookstore, and I love it. It's so, so cozy in there. And let's just get into the book that I got. She did take all of my books, which that's awesome. I didn't know if she would because some of them were like kind of banged up. And the book that I got, I really could not decide, you guys, but I ended up getting Alchemized. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this, but like so intimidated. It's over 1,000 pages, and yeah, I am really excited though because so many of my friends online have loved this book. So I'm hopefully gonna get to it really, really soon within the next few weeks here, because the other books I was deciding between were People Watching and Soul Searching, which those were the two books on my radar, but I was like, oh, they're not gonna have it. They usually don't have like the newest books, and I've never seen them have Hannah Bonham Young books there, like Out of the Woods and Out on a Limb. I've never seen them have there, so I was like, I doubt they're gonna have, why am I blanking? People Watching. So I was really torn between getting People Watching and Soul Searching, or getting two Christmassy books, because like I was saying, I kind of want to build up my Christmas TBR, but I still have time for that. So I was like, I'm gonna get the book that has been on my radar for a few weeks already. Like, one of my really, really good friends, Caitlin, she has just been talking nonstop about how much she loved this book, and I feel like me and Caitlin have really, really similar book tastes. So if bestie Caitlin recommends it, I'm gonna pick it up. So I've already been wanting to read this for a few weeks, and I was like, I have the store credit because this is a hefty book. This one book costs the same amount as two books, like two paperback books. So yeah, I am intimidated, like I said, but really, really intrigued and really, really excited. But that's my little book shopping vlog, book unhaul, book haul. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you're not already so you see more of my bookish content. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!